कमल मालिनी नमः कमल नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रणोति तस्मै तद्ग्वं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। पूजनीय पंडित जी, पंडित लोग, वैष्णव पंडित, devotees of God, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe and Sitaram to everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to each and every one of you here this evening. We're here this evening, Amar Jyoti Mandir in South Florida. We want to thank the temple for allowing us to join with them in satsang. We will all join together in listening to the divine glories of the Supreme Lord. We'll begin with bhajan. So those who have the book, page 137. Tu hi to hai mera nand nandan. This bhajan says, there's a prayer most of us know. We say, Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhush cha saka tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Tvam, ev. Tvam in Sanskrit, in Hindi is tu. Ev in Hindi is he, tu he. You alone. In that prayer, we say to Bhagavan, O Lord, you alone are my mother, you alone are my father, you alone are my friend, you alone are my companion, you alone are my knowledge, you alone are my wealth, you alone are my everything. Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. On the basis of that prayer, this beautiful bhajan has been created by Jagat Guru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj. We sing that bhajan. तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही तू ही तू ही
मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा स्वामी नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा स्वामी नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा सखा नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा सखा नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा सुत नंद नंदन।
तू ही मेरा सुख नंद नंदन।
तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन।
तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन।
ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही
तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही मम माता पिता भ्राता नंद नंदन।
तू ही मम माता पिता भ्राता नंद नंदन।
तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन।
तेरा ही कहा हुआ है यह नंद नंदन।
मेरा सब कुछ ही है तेरा नंद नंदन। मेरा
सब कुछ ही है तेरा नंद नंदन।
तेरा सब कुछ भी है मेरा नंद नंदन।
तेरा सब कुछ भी है तेरा नंद नंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही जय श्री राधे।
तेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
माना मैं हूँ अति ही पतित नंद नंदन।
माना मैं हूँ अति पतित नंद नंदन।
तू भी तो पतित पावन नंद नंदन।
तू भी तो पतित पावन नंद नंदन।
माना मैंने तुझको भुलाया नंद नंदन।
माना मैंने तुझको बुलाया नंद नंदन।
या मैं तो है दोषी तेरी माया नंद नंदन।
या मैं तो है दोषी तेरी माया नंद नंदन।
ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही
तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन।
माना मैंने जाना नहीं तो ही नंद नंदन। माना
मैंने जाना नहीं तो ही नंद नंदन।
तेरी कृपा बीनु जाना कौन नंद नंदन।
तेरी कृपा बिनु जाना कौन नंद नंदन।
ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही
तो है मेरा नंद नंदन। मैं भी तो
किया नहीं नंद नंदन
माना मैंने भक्ति किया नहीं नंदनंदन।
तू तो दीनु हेतु स्नेही नंद नंदन
तू तो बिनु हेतु स्नेही नंदनंदन।
माना मैंने किया मन माना नंद नंदन माना
मैंने किया मन माना नंदनंदन।
मन से तुहारे ज्ञानी ध्यानी नंद नंदन
मन से तुम्हारी जानी जानी नंदनंदन।
ओ तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन तू ही तो है
मेरा नंदनंदन। मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंदनंदन।
माना मैंने किया सदा पाप नंद नंदन माना
मैंने किया सदा पाप नंदनंदन।
मेरे पाछे माया क्यों लगाया नंद नंदन
मेरे पाछे माया क्यों लगाया नंदनंदन।
माना मोह निशा में मैं सोया नंद नंदन
माना मोह निशा में मैं सोया नंदनंदन।
तू तो उर था न क्यों जगाया नंद नंदन
तू तो उड़ता लगाया नंदनंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन मैं भी तो तेरा नंद नंदन तू ही
तू ही तो है मेरा नंदनंदन। मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंदनंदन।
माना मन ते हूँ मैं माना मन ते हूँ मैं तो हारा नंद नंदन
माना मैं
हारा नंदन तू है कैसा मन मोहन नंद नंदन
तू है कैसा मन मोहन नंदनंदन।
माना मैं हूँ सब मन माना मैं हूँ सब विधि दोषी नंद नंदन
माना मैं हूँ सब विधि दोषी नंदनंदन।
ओ तू तो है कृपालु कृपा करू नंद नंदन
तू तो है कृपालु कृपा करू नंदनंदन।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंद नंदन तू ही
तो है मेरा नंदनंदन। मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंदनंदन।
ओ राधे 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 ओ राधे 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 ओ 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 राधे 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 ओ राधे 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 राधे
राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे राधे।
तू ही तो है मेरा नंद नंदन, मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंद नंदन। तू ही
तो है मेरा नंद नंदन, मैं भी तो हूँ तेरा नंद नंदन।
Page 114, Kirtan number 62. राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद
गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
मुही ऐसी बिरह वेदना दे रन दिन गाओ गोविंद राधे
कोई ऐसी विरह वेदना दे, रंग दिन गाए गोविंद राधे।
मुक्तिया भोग बैकुंठ ना दे श्याम सुंदर सुमुख मिला दे
मुक्तिया भोग वैकुंठ नादे, श्याम सुंदर सुमुख मिला दे।
ओ राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद
गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
मोहि दासी की दासी बना दे कोई सेवा मुझे भी दिला दे
मोहि दासी की दासी बना दे, कोई सेवा मुझे भी दिला दे।
अपनी सेवा जो ना दे तो ना दे अपने जन की ही सेवा दिला दे
अपनी सेवा जो ना दे तो ना दे, अपने जन की ही सेवा दिला दे।
ओ राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद
गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
अपने जन की भी सेवा जो ना दे सेवा की वासना ही बढ़ा दे
अपने जन की भी सेवा जो ना दे, सेवा की वासना ही बढ़ा दे।
वासना मेरे सुख की मिटा दे लालसा तेरे सुख की बढ़ा दे
वासना मेरे सुख की मिटा दे, लालसा तेरे सुख की बढ़ा दे।
ओ राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद
गोविंद राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
रति समर्था की गोपी बना दे रास में नाम मेरा लिखा दे
रति समर्था की गोपी मूर्ति बना दे, रात में नाम मेरा लिखा दे।
तू अकारण कृपालु कृपा दे, पात्र भी तू कृपा का बना दे।
तू अकारण कृपालु कृपा दे, पात्र भी तू कृपा का बना दे।
ओ राधे गोविंद राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे
गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे,
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। As I've been doing quite a few days now, the great saint Jagat Guru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj wrote a very wonderful book, many books. One of them was Radha Govind Geet. This book contains 11,111 verses, dohas, couplets, which contains all the philosophy of all the Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. One verse I've chosen tonight. This verse says, Naratanu Guru Sang Govind Radhe. Naratan, human body. Guru Sang, association with a saint. Govind Radhe. Prema Pipasa Tino. A thirst, the yearning for God, for divine love. These three, Laksha Dilare, will give us the ultimate aim of life, which is Godization. We'll sing it a few times, and then we will listen to the explanation in detail. Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe
Radhe Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe.
O Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe
Govind Govind Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe,
Radhe Radhe Govind Govind Radhe.
नरतनु गुरु संग, नरतनु गुरु संग गोविंद राधे, प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे। नर्तन
गुरु संग गोविंद राधे, प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
ओ नर्तन गुरु संग गोविंद राधे, प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
नर्तन गुरु संग गोविंद राधे, प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
ओ प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
प्रेम पिपासा तीनों लक्ष्य दिला दे।
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे
गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
Now listen carefully, please, very carefully. Pay very close attention. And listen very carefully. The Vedas, it says very clearly, there's a verse in the Vedas which says, Tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanya pantha vidyate yanai. Shvetashvatara Upanishad, chapter 3, verse 8. This Ved mantra says, only by knowing God can the Jivatma, the individual soul, become free from Maya. There is no other way. It means we have to know God. This is what the Vedas are telling us. Jagadguru Shankaracharya, the first original Jagadguru or world teacher, said, Durlabham trayamevaitat daivanugrahakarakam manushyatvam mumukshutvam mahapurusha sambhava. He says, three things are most difficult to attain. Durlabh. Durlabh means something which is extremely rare and difficult to attain. And that too, only by the grace of God. Daivanugraha. First thing, manushyatvam, nartan, human birth, this human body. Second thing, mumukshutva, prema pipasa, bhuk, a hunger, a thirst to know God, to find God. And number three, mahapurusha sambhava, to find a true guru, a real saint, to associate with a real saint. These are the three greatest blessings or graces we can get from God. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, there's a very beautiful narration, Katha, in 11th canto, 2nd chapter. When Bhagwan, 5,000 years ago, when Bhagwan Shri Krishna descended in this world, he was staying in Dwarika. One day Naraji came there. He used to come all the time and visit. And one day he sat with the father of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, Vasudeva. And there was a conversation. And Vasudeva asked Naraji, tell him something spiritual. Because to have association with a saint is such a rare thing. And we should never lose that opportunity. Naraji said, okay, I will tell you the narration, the katha of the 9 Yogeshwars and the king Nimi, Videha Nimi. Swayambhu Manu, one of the Manus, in 12 hours of Brahma, there are 14 Manus. One Manu lives for over 306 million years. In 12 hours, about 4.3 billion years, there are 14 Manus, 14 Manvantars. So Swayambhu Manu's son was Priyabrat. The son of Priyabrat was Agnidra. Agnidra's son was Nabhi. And the son of Nabhi was Rishabdev. Rishab is also told to be a descension of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, avatar. So he's called Rishabdev. Rishabdev had 100 sons, of which the eldest one was called Bharat. Bharat was a great devotee of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Bharat was so great, because of him, this earth that we live in, this planet Earth, became known as Bharatvarsh. Before it was called Ajanabhavarsh. Because of Bharat, it became known as Bharatvarsh. Not India, the whole earth. "81 sons became Karmakandi, Purohit, performing rituals, etc. 9 became 9 rulers of the world, and 9 were 9 Yogeshwars, topmost among yogis. We have heard about the mind-born sons of Brahma, the creator. 4 mind-born sons, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanak Kumar. They always remain 5 years old, naked, and they go wherever they want. No one can stop them. These 9 Yogeshwars were similar. They always remain naked too. And they can go wherever they want. So they call Yogeshwar, topmost among yogis. God among yogis. So once another great devotee of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, King Nimi, Nimi was so great he is called Videha. Just as Sita, the father of Sita, mother Sita, is called Videha, Janak is called Videha, those who know Ramayana. Videha means Paramhans, one who has no feeling of the body. He has realized, I am the soul, the Atma. He has no feelings of the body. He has crossed Avidya Maya. So Nimi was so great, he was also called Videha, Videha Nimi. Once Videha Nimi was performing a yagna, not for worldly things. Not like we people, we do things for worldly attainments. No. He was performing a yagna to increase his bhakti, his devotion for Shri Krishna, for God. The 9 Yogeshwars knew this and decided to come and bless that yagna. And suddenly they appeared in that yagna of Videha Nimi. When Nimi saw them, Nimi, of course, being a great devotee, recognized that these were saints, the topmost among saints. There's a light about them that he could see, worldly people can't see. Immediately, Videha Nimi got up, give a beautiful seat to them. The priests of that yagna were the rishis and munis. They also got up. Even the fire, the god of fire, Agni, came out of the fire. Prakat ho gaye. Came out of the fire and went to welcome these 9 Yogeshwars. So they were given a very beautiful seat, worshipped in the highest order. And then these 9 Yogeshwars, Kavir, Havi, Rantariksha, Prabuddha, Pipalayana, Avirhotra, Drumilas, Chamasah Karbhajanah, 11 canto, 2nd chapter, 21st verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. So the 9 Yogeshwars is outlined here in Bhagavad. The name, Kavi, Havir, Antariksh, Prabhud, Pipalayan, Avirhotra, Drumil, Chamas, Karbhajan, 9. And then, Nimi, having worshipped these 9 Yogeshwars, started to question them. And the first thing he said, this very wonderful katha in the 11th canto. This is preceding another great katha known as Udho Gita in 11th canto. Just preceding that, this katha comes. Some of the greatest philosophy, the greatest questions, Videha, Nimi question the Yogeshwars, and they give the greatest answers. Anyhow, so one of the first thing Videha Nimi said to them, Durlabho manusho deho dehinam kshanabhangurah tatrapi durlabham manye vaikuntha priyadarshanam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto, 2nd chapter, 29 verse. Videha Nimi is saying to the 9 Yogeshwars, first of all, this human body, this human birth, it is extremely difficult, rare to attain. Durlabho. How difficult? The Vedas, which is the highest authority in Sanatana Dharma, says, Ihache dashakat bodhum prak sharirasya visasa tatha sargeshu lokeshu sharirattvaya kalpate. Kathopanishad, 2nd canto, 3rd chapter, 4th verse. In the Kathopanishad it says, after billions, after many kalps, sargeshu lokeshu means many kalp. And I told you a while ago, 1 kalp is equal to 12 hours of Brahma, approximately 4.3 billion years. After many of those, we get a chance to get birth in the human form. So difficult. So, Durlabho manusho deho. First to begin this human birth is so difficult to attain. So rare. Secondly, Kshana Bhangur. At which moment we can lose it, no one knows. It is Kshana Bhangur. And thirdly, Vaikuntha Priyadarshanam. To have the great fortune to meet a true saint. Someone who has attained the divine knowledge, divine love for God, who has seen God. This human body, this human birth is so valuable, so rare. The thing is that we people don't understand the value of what we have. We waste it. We waste it in enjoying sensual pleasures, running after the world, making money, trying to enjoy the senses, have a nice house, nice muruka, big bank balance. This is our aim in life. We don't understand. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in Uddhav Gita, I told you after this katha comes Uddhav Gita in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says to Uddhav, Nidehamadyam sulabham sudullabham plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam mayanukule nanabhasvateritam puman bhavabdhim nataret saatmaha. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 canto, 20th chapter, 17th verse. An exact translation of this verse from Bhagavad Mahapuran is given in the Ramayana. Ram Gita. This is Uddhav Gita. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav. And here Bhagavan Shri Ram in Uttarkand of the Ramayana is saying to the residents of Ayodhya. He's saying the same thing. Listen to what he says. Naratanubhav baridhika bero sanmukh marut anugrah mero Jai Ram Shri कर्णधार सद्गुरु दृढ़नावा दुर्लभ साज सुलभ करि पावा जय राम श्री नर तनु भव बारिधि कहूं बेरो. Bhava Sagar. This world we live in is called Bhava Sagar. Sagar means an ocean. To cross an ocean, we need a boat, a ship. Bhava Sagar, an ocean of suffering, fear, mundane existence. There are 8.4 million types of boats. 8.4 million species. The Lord is saying, I have given you the most competent vessel, boat, to cross this ocean. The best one. Then, Naratanubhava baridhi kahu bero, sanmukh maruta anugrah mero. Marut anugrah. I have given the favorable wind of my grace. My grace so you can live. The boat can go smoothly on the ocean. But that's not all. The ocean is terrible. This ocean is a terrifying ocean. There are huge waves, huge fishes, crocodiles, etc. that's going to eat you alive. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. Huge. So you need a good boatman, an expert boatman. I have given you that in the form of the Sadguru, a true saint. All this I have given to you. And yet you make no attempt to cross the ocean of Maya. Now, Bhagavan Shri Ram is using very harsh words. in Bhagavad Mahapuran. And here Bhagwan Sri Ram is saying the same in Tulsi Krit Ramayana to the residents of Ayodhya. जो न तरे भव सागर नर समाज अस पाई सोकृत निंदक मंदमती आत्महन गति जाय सिया पति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम प्रभु। जो न तरई भव सागर, the Lord says, I have given you these things, a human bath, all these three things, and yet you make no attempt to cross the ocean of Maya. So kita nindak mandamati, that person is extremely stupid, dull-witted, mandamati, and atmahan gatijai, a murderer of his own self. When we take this body and we do not use it in the right way, we just enjoy the senses, have a good time in this world, we are murdering ourselves. Atmahatya. This human body is so valuable. Karbhusundji was asked 60 questions. Sorry, 7 questions. Sapta Prashna. Very famous katha in the Ramayana. Sapta Prashna. 7 important questions. The most important question was the first one. Guruji asks, he says to Karbhusundji, प्रथम ही कहूं नाथ मति धीरा, प्रथम ही कहूं नाथ मति धीरा, सब ते दुर्लभ कवन शरीरा। जय राम श्री राम Guruji says to Karbhusundji, Prathamahi kahu nath mati dhira. First of all, Prathamahi. First of all, O my strong-minded master, tell me, Sabate durlabh kavana sarira, which is the rarest and most difficult birth to attain? What an important question. Because as I said, if we understand the value of what we have, we would not go in the wrong way. Somebody gives you a ring, it's your birthday, and somebody gives you a ring, and you think, this person is fooling me. You give me a glass ring, thinking I will think it's a diamond. You even ask your friend, how much you think this ring, the value, he tells you $10, $20 most. You don't give much importance to it. You put it anywhere, that ring. It's of no value really to you. And one day, an expert jeweler comes to your home and sees this ring lying somewhere on a table. He picks it up and he says, where did you get this ring? Oh, some friend gave it to me on my birthday, trying to fool me. Useless thing. A jeweler takes that ring and he looks carefully. In his pocket, he has a special little, those things you look very closely. And he looks at the ring closely for a long time. And he says, you sure this is a worthless thing? Yeah. Who would give me something valuable? The jeweler said, no, this is very valuable. Really? How valuable? The jeweler says, $10,000. Now, you're not going to put that ring anywhere. Either you take it and lock it inside the safe, or you put it inside the finger, even if it doesn't come out again, it's fine. Now, your love and attachment for that ring has grown so many times. Because now it's a thing of value. In the same way, if we understand how valuable this thing which we call this human body is, this Nar Tanu, then we wouldn't be so careless. So Kakusundji answers Guruji and he says to him, नर तनु समनहि कवनि हुदे जीव चराचर जाचत जे बोल जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम Kakusundji answers Guruji and says, Nar tanu samanahi kavani hudehi jiva charachar jachat jehi. He says, there is no form equal to the human form. It is so valuable. Achar, the animate as well as inanimate, the movable as well as immovable, all desires birth in the human form. People pray to Devatas, celestial beings. Agni, the god of fire. Vayu, the god of wind. Indra, the king of heaven. Devatas, celestial beings. Indraya Namaha Swaha, Agni Namaha Swaha, Vayave Namaha Swaha, etc. But these same Devatas, celestial gods, are praying for what? For what we have. We are praying to go there. And they who are living in heaven wants to get what we have. It means this is more valuable. Durlabham trayamevaitat daiva nugrahakarakam. Durlabham manusham janma. Durlabham manusham janma. Prarthyate tirashairapi. Narad Puran. The Devatas, celestial gods, are praying to Bhagwan. Hey Shri Krishna, we do not want heaven. Give us birth in the human form. Jagadguru Shankaracharya says, Manuja dehamimam bhuvi durlabham samadhigam yasurairapi vanchitam vishayalam patrata maphaya vai bhajatare manuja kamalapatim. All human beings, having acquired this very rare human birth, which even the Devatas, celestial gods, are praying and begging for, give up this lust for sensual pleasures and worship the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Thousands of places. Gayanti deva kila gita kani dhanyastu ye bharat bhumi bhage. The Devatas are glorifying the one who gets birth in the human form. Bhagwan Shri Ram, in the Ram Gita, in the Ramayana, he says to the residents of Ayodhya, Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram, Siya
विषय न भाई, स्वर्ग हूँ स्वर्ग अंत दुखदाई। बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ अब हूँ तो करी करुणा नर देही, देख ईश बिनु हेतु सने। बोलो
राम सिया राम जय जय राम, राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम।
एहिता न कर फल विषय न भाई, स्वर्ग हु स्वल्प अंत दुखदाई। Bhagwan Sri Ram, with his own lotus mouth, is saying to the residents of Ayodhya in Uttarkhand for a mine. He says, listen, this human bath, which is so valuable, was not given to you to just have a good time in the world, to enjoy sensual pleasures. Vishaya na bhai. Nor was it given to go to heaven. Why? Because there's nothing in heaven. Swargahu swalp. Swalp means non-existent. There's no true happiness. And anta dukhdai, it ends in suffering. Bhagwan Krishna says in Gita, Tetam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam kshine punye martyalokam vishanti evam tai dharmanupapanna gatagatam kam kamalabhante. Chapter 9 verse 21 Gita. When you perform dharma, righteous action, etc., you will go to heaven, Swarg. For some time, according to the limit of the punyas, the religious merit you have performed. But what happens when you go there and you start enjoying? Kshine punye. That punya starts to destroy as you enjoy. And one day it's going to become zero. And what will happen? Martyalokam vishanti. You will be kicked out of heaven. And because we think, okay, I had a good time, I went heaven, had a good time, come back in the world, do some more karma, dharma. No. Karma has become zero. The Vedas say, Ishta purtam manyamana varishtham nanya chreyo vedayante pramudha nakasya prishtete sukutena bhutvimam lokam hindram bhavishanti. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 10th mantra. Hindram bhavishanti will be thrown into lower forms of life. Dog, cat, donkey, worm. After enjoying as a Devata, celestial being in heaven, you become a worm afterwards. How wonderful. This is what Bhagwan Sri Ram means in the Ramayana when he says, it ends in suffering. The Vedas are saying, pramudha. Mood means stupid, foolish. And in Sanskrit, when you put the prefix pra before a word, it means the greatest. The person who strives to and wants to go to heaven is not only an ordinary fool, but the greatest fool. Vedas are saying. The aim is not heaven. Imagine they who are living there wants to get what we have. So human body is so valuable. Because only in the human body we can attain the ultimate aim of life, which is God-realization. The aim is not heaven. When you go heaven, you have to come up. We have been to heaven uncountable times. You have to come back here and suffer. The ultimate aim is God-realization. You never come back and suffer. And that only in the human birth we can do. So naratanu mumukshutva pipasa. A thirst, the desire to know God. Very few have it. This is a great, great grace too. Yeah, a lot of people go mandir, a lot of people do puja. People offer jal every day. How and for what? Oh Lord, let me get a good job. Let me win the lotto. Let me get a very handsome boy to marry. Oh, my husband given problem pills, fix him. My wife, oh, she's giving me trouble. Please, oh Lord. We pray to God for the world. Whether we're Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Jain, Buddhists, whatever. 99.99% of people who seem to be spiritual in the world pray to God for the world. Why? Because of ignorance. What ignorance? We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are the soul, the Atma. We identify with this physical, material body. This body is material. It's made of 5 elements. Kshiti jal pavak gagana samira pancharachit yaha adhama sarira. This body is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It is material. Body belongs to us. Whatever belongs to us cannot be us. Somebody says, my house. We never say, I am the house. My muruka. We never say, I am the muruka. My body. Body belongs to us. Then what are we? We are the soul, the jivatma. And soul is divine. Mamaivansho jivaloke jiva bhutah sanatana. Chapter 15, verse 7, Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, the individual souls are eternal fractions, sanatan, eternal fractions of himself. And what is God? Who is God? The Vedas tell us, Anando Brahmeti Vijana, Taitiro Upanishad, chapter 3, verse 6. The Vedas are saying, God, Shri Krishna, is Anand, He is bliss, happiness. In other words, whether we say happiness or we say God, these are 2 names for one and the same entity. Now, it's a law, a natural law, that every part, every fraction has a natural love for the whole and tries to become one with it. All rivers naturally flow to the ocean, being a fraction of the ocean. If you look at the flame of a fire, it naturally rises upwards. Unless you blow it, now the wind is blowing. It naturally rises upwards. Why? Because it's a fraction of the sun. In the same way, we, the individual souls, being eternal fractions of Shri Krishna, God, naturally love and want only Shri Krishna. And because Shri Krishna is happiness, Sukh, Anand, that's why we all want only happiness. But because of that ignorance, from beginningless time, identifying with the material, physical body, we have always been looking for happiness in the material world. A new house, a new car, a big bank balance, handsome boy, beautiful girl, you name it. That decision has become very firm in the mind. That's why majority of people who pray, go into temple, whatever they do, pray to God for the world. Because nobody has been able to convince them that the happiness they're looking for can be found only in Bhagavan. It's extremely difficult. That decision has become so firmly embedded from uncountable lifetimes. Only when that decision comes in the mind that we start thinking only about God. Many, many lifetimes of devotion. And a thirst, a desire starts coming. I don't want the world. I want only Krishna, only God. That's called pipasa mumukshutva. Then you never pray, you're not praying to God for the world anymore. Because now the decision is there that the happiness I am looking for, I'll find only in Shri Krishna, not in anything in the world. Unless that decision doesn't come, we can't do that. But for that to happen, we need someone to help us. The Ramayana, Bhagwan Shri Ram says in the Ramayana, भक्ति स्वतंत्र सकल सुख खानी, बिनु सत्संग न पावहि प्राणी। बोलो
राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम, राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम।
पुण्य पुंज बिनु मिलहि न संता, सत्संगति संग सृष्टि कर अंता। बोलो
राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम, बोलो राम राम राम, राजा राम राम राम।
भक्ति स्वतंत्र सकल सुख खानी। Bhagwan Shri Ram himself is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, bhakti, devotion, is supremely free, swatantra, and the storehouse of all happiness. But to attain that bhakti, bhinu sattasanga na pavahi prani, without associating with a saint, we cannot get that bhakti. This word satsang we use so loosely. People quote this, in the Ramayana it says, Binu satsang viveka na hoi, Ram kripa binu sulabha soi. In the beginning of Ramayana, Dhritarashtra glorifying the saint, he says, without the association of a saint, we cannot acquire true knowledge. But that association will only come through God's grace. Sat Sang. The word Sat, two words here, Sat, Sang. Sang means association, to join, to bring together. Sang. And the word Sat means Sant, saint. Only when we associate with a saint, a true saint. What is a saint? Bhagwan Krishna says in Gita, Tad viripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34. Someone who has seen God, attained God, tattvadarshina. Yeah, we have to have a guru. We accept anybody as a guru. Somebody sing very nice, I want you to be my guru. Somebody is handsome, I want you to be my guru. Somebody speaks very nice, I want you to be my guru. And what is a guru? We don't know. That guy also doesn't even know what a guru is. The word guru alone tells us what is a guru. There are three definitions for the word guru in the scriptures. Gum rauti ti guru. Grinati jnana iti guruhu. Girati agyana iti guruhu. The word gu means maya. The ignorance, the darkness of maya. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. That is gu. And ru means Bhagavan, God, the divine light, divine bliss, divine wisdom of God. That is ru. So gu means maya and ru means God, Bhagavan. One who can take away maya and give you God, that is a guru. Who can take away maya? Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya Mame vaye prapadyante maya metantarantite. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. He says, Maya is not an illusion as people say. It's not an illusion. Ask anybody what is Maya? It's an illusion. No. The Vedas say it's not an illusion. Mayam prakratim vidyan mainam tu maheshwaram. Tasyaveva bhutaistu vyaptam sarvamidam jagat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 10. The Vedas are saying Maya is the power of God. It's not an illusion. Mainam tu Maheshwaram. Here Bhagavan is also saying, Daivi Hesha. Maya is a divine power. Or Mama Maya, Meri Maya. He says, Maya is my power. It belongs to me. So no one can cross Maya by themselves. How to cross Maya? Mamev. The word ev means only. Mamev ye prapadyante. He says, only the one who completely surrenders to God. Only when God tells Maya to leave, Maya is going to leave. Because it's His power. So someone who is as powerful as God can take away Maya. That is a saint. When someone attains godization, every power that God has, He gives to that soul. The Vedas tell us, yes, we have to have a guru. Pariksha lokan karma chitan brahmano nirveda mayan naskritikatena tad vigyanartham sagunumeva bhikachet samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtham. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 12th mantra. The Vedas are saying we have to have a guru. If you want to go on the spiritual path, you want to attain that true happiness, true divine love of God, you want to become free from Maya, you must have a guru. But there are two qualities that qualifies him to be guru. Number one, Shotriya. And number two, Brahmanishtham. Shotriya means he has knowledge of all the scriptures. Not just Gita, not just Ramayana, not just Bhagavad, but all the Vedas, all the scriptures. Complete knowledge. Plus, he can remove our doubts. He knows that we didn't understand yet. His words alone removes our doubts. But more important, he is Brahmanishtham, meaning he has practical experience of God. He's attained the divine bliss, divine knowledge, divine vision of God. He's attained God. So the most important qualification of a guru is that he must have attained godization. Because somebody can only give us what he has. If he has to give us God, he has to have attained God himself. If he has to take away Maya, he has to have the power. Unfortunately, we don't understand. We know, we are told when we are growing up, you have to have a guru. Anybody. We go looking and we see somebody and we think, okay, I want him to be my guru. What is a guru? We don't know. And the person we accept, he doesn't also know what a guru is. The Vedas say, Avidyaya mantare vartamana swayam dhira panditam manyamana janghanyamana paryanti mudha andhe naivaniyamana yathandha. Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second Kand, 8th mantra. The Vedas say, when we accept a worldly person who's on the Maya, who has greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, just like us, as a spiritual master, as a guru, it's a straight case of blind leading the blind. Andhe naivaniyamana yathandha. For example, 2 miles away from here, somebody heard that tonight at Amar Jyoti Mandir, a Swamiji is going to be given satsang. I want to go, he says, but he's blind. And he says, can someone help me? I want to go to Amar Jyoti temple. He's in Miami, but 2 miles away. There's another blind person who thinks he doesn't know I'm blind. So let me make a fool out of him. He says, hey, blind man, hold my hand. I'll take you to Amar Jyoti temple. So one blind man takes the hand of another blind man and they start walking. What's going to happen? They'll die. That person who is not qualified to be a guru and accepts disciples, he is first to begin going to hell, and everyone who follows him is going to hell also too. Not Swamiji, the Vedas, the scriptures are telling us this. Blind leading the blind. So yes, we have to have a guru. But Mahapurush Sambhavaha, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya saying, all the scriptures, Bhagavan Krishna is saying in Gita, chapter 4, verse 34, Tattvadarshinaha, one who has seen Krishna, who has seen God. Every scripture. That katha I told you in 11 canto, the 9 Yogeshwars. Videhanimi also questioned about the Guru. And Prabhupada Maharaj, one of the 9 Yogeshwar, answers and says, Tasmar Gurum Papaddit Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam Shabde Parichanishnatham Brahman Upashamashayam. 11 canto, 3rd chapter, 21st verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. This is an exact translation of that Ved mantra I told you from Mundak Upanishad, 1st Mundak, 2nd Kand, 12th mantra. This is an exact translation. Here too, Prabhupada Maharaj is saying to Videhanimi, we have to have a guru. But 2 things qualifies him to be a guru. Shabde Pare means Shrotriya. He has knowledge of all the scriptures. Shabde Pare and Nishnatham, Brahmanishtham. He has practical experience of God. He has attained God. Such a person alone is qualified to be guru. So 3 things. So the saint is telling us, Naratanu Guru Sangha, Naratanu Guru Sangha, Govinda Radhe, Prema Pipasa Tino, Laksha Dilade. The birth, this human form, Naratanu, Guru Sangha, association with a true Guru or saint, and Prema Pipasa, having that thirst, that yearning for Krishna. These 3 will take us to the ultimate aim, which is God realization, if we can get these 3. Shankaracharya is saying these are the 3 greatest grace. We have 1 at least, human birth. We have birth in the human form. Very big grace from Bhagavan, one of the greatest grace we can get. This human birth. We have met saints uncountable times. What happened? In our uncountable past lifetimes, Abhiman. Because of Abhiman, pride, we never accepted them as saint. I know everything. I read Ramayana, Gita, Bhagavad. I'm not listening to anybody. I don't listen to anybody. Abhiman. If not, we don't meet saint. But Kali Yuga, very difficult, of course. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying, Punya punja binu milahina santa. Punya means religious merit, bhakti, devotion. Punja means a huge amount. Without having done great punyas in our past life, we don't get to meet a saint. Out satasangati sansriti kar anta. Without the association of a true saint, this avagaman, this maya, which has overpowered us and bounded us, cannot be broken. Only when we associate with a true saint will that maya, with his association, just associating with him, with faith and reverence, of course, this maya will be broken. If we meet a true saint and we associate in the right way with love and devotion, accepting him as a saint, that he is equal to Bhagavan. Equal to Bhagavan? Somebody equal to Bhagavan, a man? All the scriptures tell us. As a matter of fact, Tulsidas says a saint is greater than God. Ab mohi bha bharosa hanumanta. राम ते अधिक राम कर दासा. मोरे मन प्रभु अस विश्वासा. राम ते अधिक राम कर दासा. Greater than God is a servant of God, the saint. Why? Nobody can be greater than God. But God has a condition for knowing Him. He says, Nirmal man jana so mohi pawa, mohi kapat chal chitra na bhava. Only those who are pure in heart, pure mind, can know me, see me, attain me. Make the heart pure and then come. That we can't do. If we could have done uncountable lifetimes, forget about one God realization, we'd have attained uncountable. This is where the work of the saint comes. So because the saint does the work of cleaning our heart, our mind, and making it ready to attain that divine love, divine wisdom of God, that dirty work, in that respect, he's told to be greater than God. But in respect, they are one and the same. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav in Uddhav Gita, Acharyam mam vijaniyan navamanyet karhichit namartya buddhya suyet sarvadevo mayo guru. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto, 17th chapter, 27 verse. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav, know the saint, one who has realized God. He says, know him to be me, God. Mam bijaniyan. Do not see him as a material man. Your eyes are wrong, it's bad, you can't see properly. You don't have the right eyes. Do not see him as a material man. Do not use your material intellect to understand him. And know that all forms of God resides in a saint. The Vedas tell us, Yasya deve prabhakti yatha devi tatha gurau tasya te katitha hyarta prakashante mahatmanah. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 6 verse 23. The Vedas are saying we have to worship the Guru who is a saint, the real Guru, with the same love and devotion as we worship Bhagavan. Then we will attain the divine knowledge, divine vision of God. Otherwise, impossible. Without Guru, nothing is possible. But we have to find the real Guru, the right Guru. So these three things are so important. Of course, most important, this human birth which we have, which even Devatas, celestial gods, are praying and begging for. Because only when we get birth in the human form can we have that thirst, that yearning for God, and get this, and plus get the association of a saint. We have it. What are we doing with it? Majority of us are wasting it. We have done uncountable times. But as I've told you, and as the scriptures tell us, it is extremely rare and difficult. After we lose this human birth, billions and billions of years will take to get it again. Unless you do bhakti, real bhakti, which is mumukshutva. Love in God. Not asking him for muruka and house and land and job. That's not bhakti. Loving him for him. Only him. If someone does that, then you get, and you have attained a high amount of devotion, then you get human birth very quickly. But normally, because we are attached to the material world, and we only looking to enjoy sensual pleasures, it takes billions and billions of years to get it again when we lose it. We should think. Think very carefully. We have it. We have this human birth, which is so valuable. Remember, it is kshana bhangur. It is transient. At which moment we can lose it, no one knows. Therefore, we should not procrastinate, put off and say, okay, what I heard Swamiji say is nice, but look, I have so much things to do yet. You know, I'll do it next year or next 10 years when I finish build all his house and do all his thing. You see, people go to sleep in the night. You have no guarantee. You'll see tomorrow. Ratir gamishyati bhavishyati suprabhatam Bhasvanudesyati hasishyati pankajashri. A bee was sitting inside a lotus flower, sucking the sweet nectar of the lotus flower. When the dusk evening approached, the lotus flower, by nature, the petals had to close in. The lotus flower, it closes in the night. And the bee thought to itself, look, soon the night will pass away. And in the morning, when the sun will rise, and the rays of the sun will strike the petal of the lotus flower, it will open up. And I will fly away. In the meantime, I'll spend the whole night enjoying myself, drinking the sweet nectar. But something happened. Itham vichintayatiko shagate dvirefe ha hanta hanta nalinim gaja ujjahar. A gaj, an elephant, came to the same pond to drink water. And while he was drinking the water, it broke up the lotus flower that had the bee in there and swallowed it down together with the water. And that was the end of that bee and all its wonderful plans. And the same way we make plans. Yes, I will worship God. Not right now. I have too much things. When I get old, we have no guarantee. Nobody. This life is transient. At which moment we can lose it, no one knows. So we should not procrastinate. If somehow the decision comes, which is very difficult, that look, I have this very valuable human birth. I don't know when I'll get it again. If I don't attain God-realization, let me do so much at least that I'll get it again quickly. And I'll go even further, quicker. Let me worship the Lord. Let me sit down and do some devotion, sadhana, chant the name of the Lord with tears in my eyes and love in my heart. And try to get closer to Him. Because I do not know if I can even live to see tomorrow. So devotees, this wonderful verse from Radha Govind Geet has so much, but in Sankshep, in the gist, I've tried to bring all so much philosophy within this short period of time. Hopefully, this will bring something in our mind as to what we should do and the importance of what we have. If it doesn't go, it's fine. That's okay. It's up to you to accept what you want to and throw it away. If you say, okay, Swamiji, I don't want it, give me back, no problem. You don't have to take it. My duty is to teach. And the duty of a student is to, the duty of a student cannot take what the teachers say or say, so I don't want it. Nobody forces anybody. It's up to us whether we want to accept it or not. And if we accept it and we can put it into use, then we can get great benefits. If we don't accept it, it's fine. It's up to us. All right? So I'll bring the lecture here to a close, and maybe some other time we can go in more details. Bole Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. We'll chant for a few minutes. Just to keep the mood. Please join with me in chanting for a few minutes. Try to focus your mind on Bhagwan and Shri Krishna. As we chant the divine name in this age of Kali Yuga, all the scriptures tell us one thing we can do only. That is chant in the divine name of the Lord with love and devotion. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Oh Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Mere Govinda Radhe
Mere Govinda Radhe.
Jai Jai Govinda Radhe
Jai Jai Govinda Radhe.
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे 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 राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
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 ओ गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे
ओ गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
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 गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे
ओ 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 गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
जय गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
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 भज गोविंद राधे
भज गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
जय जय गोविंद राधे
मेरे गोविंद राधे
मेरे गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Before we go into Aarti, the president, I think his name is Krishna, he want to make some announcements.